Hey, today we are going to talk about research designs. We will start with observational design. An observational study is a study in which a researcher simply observes behavior in a systematic manner. A simple observational study would be a survey. For example, asking people to fill in a survey about time they spend on smartphone at work. A type of observational study is cross-sectional study. In cross-sectional study, you collect the data on a specific point in time. Our survey about smartphone usage is an example of cross-sectional study. But let's say we follow a group of people over 3 months' time and collect data about their smartphone usage daily. In this case, the study would be longitudinal. Longitudinal, as the name suggests, is over a period of time, and you use the same people to collect data. As you can imagine, longitudinal studies are very useful in studying developmental psychology, but it is also expensive and time-consuming. The major problem with it is attrition. As you can imagine, research subjects can and will drop out as the time goes on, and you could end up with a biased data set. To sum it up, attrition is a source of bias in longitudinal studies. Let's move on to experimental design. Experimental study is a systematic approach to research in which the researcher manipulates one or more variables and controls and measures any change in other variables. Let's take drug industry as an example. There's a new drug for mild eczema, and you want to know if the new drug is better than doing nothing. You can give one group of mild eczema patients a placebo and other group the new drug and collect data of the improvements or lack thereof. The placebo group is the control group and the new drug group is the experimental group. Experimental design can be randomized or non-randomized. For more information about random selection, watch the video sampling methods. Randomized study is preferred over non-randomized, but as you can imagine, random selection of subject isn't always possible. We took mild eczema as an example, but let's say instead of mild eczema, we are talking about a terminal disease like Hodgkin lymphoma. You can't ethically put a Hodgkin lymphoma patient on a placebo because you want to know the effect of a new drug you discovered. So in such cases, you can choose to do quasi-experimental study.